Welcome back. For those of you joining us for the first time, my name is Leanne. I'm a registered and licensed dietitian, and I have a degree in culinary arts. And I'm happy to partner with CDR Naturals to provide to you a cooking demonstration today. Our goal is to provide value. We want you to learn, and we want you to feel empowered to cook at home. Today, we're going to be featuring apples. Did you know that there's over 200 different types of apples that are grown in the United States each year? They come in all different colors, from red to pink, green, yellow, and even golden. They have all different flavor profiles and different uses. Today, we're going to be going over a quick and convenient and healthy breakfast option that includes apples. So, is there some truth to this saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Let's go over some health benefits and I'll let you be the judge. An apple with the skin on contains fiber. And that's important because the American Heart Association states that Americans are only getting maybe half the amount of recommended fiber each day. So an apple with the skin on will get you closer to that goal. Fiber is important because it can help prevent heart disease, high cholesterol levels, some cancers, and it promotes bowel regularity. Fiber is also important because it can create normal blood sugar levels. The soluble fiber that's in the skin slows down the digestion of sugars and carbohydrate in the apple. Another reason you want to include fiber in your diet is because it can help with weight management. Having enough fiber at a snack or a meal will help you feel fuller longer, so you're not eating as much throughout the day. Today, the recipe that we're going to feature is apple cinnamon overnight oats. I really like this recipe because it's quick and convenient. You can actually make it ahead of time. You could make a couple batches of it ahead of time. You could keep it in your fridge for up to 5 days. I like to put mine in a jar so I can take it with me on the go to work. You could send it with your kids as well to school. This is a nice alternative to an instant oatmeal packet because the instant oatmeal packet has a lot of added sugar to it. This recipe has no added sugar. It just has the sweetness from the apples and then the milk and the yogurt. This texture is a little bit different than a traditional oatmeal. It's more creamy consistency. You actually eat it chilled, so it's almost like a breakfast parfait or a breakfast pudding. The ingredients for the overnight oats, we're using half a cup of rolled oats today. You can also use steel cut oats for this. Just know that steel cut oats may need to soak a little bit longer than one night, just because steel cut oats are more firm and a little bit more chewy. We're using half a teaspoon of cinnamon today. I really like cinnamon. It adds a sweet flavor without adding any additional sugar. You could also use nutmeg, you could use clove, any of those fall spices. I'm going to use a pinch of salt. I'm using half an ambrosia apple today that I've diced in bite-sized pieces. You could use any apple you prefer. I'm using half a cup of milk. You could use any non-dairy milk as well, whatever your preference is. If you're a vegan or if you're lactose intolerant, any milk would work. I'm using half a cup of Greek yogurt. This is a plain Greek yogurt. Again, you could use a non-dairy yogurt if you would like. I just would recommend to use plain so you're not having the added sugars, because a lot of yogurts that are flavored have added sugars in them. We're also going to be using a tablespoon of hemp seeds. If you have never heard of hemp seeds, they're also known as hemp hearts. They're very nutritious little seeds. They are a complete protein. They give you an extra boost of fiber, and they give you an extra boost of energy as well. If you didn't have hemp seeds, you could use flax or chia. That would be fine as well. And then you can also do whatever kind of toppings you like. Today I'm just using pecans because those are, some of my favorite types of nuts, but you could use almonds, you could use walnuts, you could use dried fruit as a topping. You could even do this with berries, so the possibilities are endless with this. So now that we've reviewed the ingredients, I'm going to show you how to put it together. So for the recipe, I'm just going to put the ingredients that I listed out in a mason jar because I found for myself that's easy. I can put it in the fridge and I can just grab it in the morning whenever it's time for me to go. So I'm using a 24-ounce mason jar. I originally tried this recipe with a 16-ounce mason jar, and I just found that it was kind of hard to stir with the amount of ingredients that we had. So I'm using a 24-ounce today. All right, so we're going to put the oats in the jar. The ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. A little pinch of salt. The apples. Oops. The milk. The yogurt. And then the hemp seeds. And then like I said, I chose pecans. So once you put your ingredients in the jar, then you can just put it in the fridge overnight, and then in the morning you have a quick and healthy breakfast that you can just take on the go. So I made one last night. This is the one that I did in the 16 ounce, but this is the completed product. It was just overnight. It was quick and easy, and it was ready to go. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time.